You're back in the pound with the doghouse. The Quora doghouse, that is. It's Quorators another week, live on iTunes, radio, YouTube playlist, podcast playlist. You got your hosts, Alex and Jeremy and Claire, and we're back. We're going on Quora, and we're looking at the questions, and we're saying, that's a crazy question, and that's what we do every week. Please do not interact with the people we talk to on Quora. We are trained professional Quorators, and we go on Quora. Good. Those are my announcements. How is everyone?
Pretty good.
Good.
Are you well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I too am well. We're set for one hell of a week this time. I've really been leaning into the curation in a way that is new for the show, which is ironic because it is the name of the show.
How so? In what way?
The spaces are really locking me in, I think.
Good.
I'm like really fleshing out the world. Like it's like it trying to. So let's say I'm a whale biologist.
Okay.
And every week I study whales. Mm-hmm. And up until 2 weeks ago, I would just kind of look at a whale from
like, hey, it's big.
I don't know, the back bleachers at SeaWorld and be like, I get it. Just now, I'm really getting in there and swimming in the tank.
Oh, wow.
And that gives me an appreciation for blowhole culture.
Oh.
For krill. For mauling other fish, for mauling trainers.
I'm glad that you said whales and not dolphins, because I feel like whenever people get into the tanks with dolphins, they end up having sex with them.
They have sex with the dolphins.
That happens a lot.
Dolphins have a lot of riz, Jeremy.
They'll riz you up.
They will
the way they
not
laugh
be
at all
mad.
your jokes.
But people... And they're so smooth, too.
They are really smooth.
Have you ever touched a dolphin?
I don't think so.
It
Nope.
rocks.
Have you done this?
Yeah.
I feel like they probably don't like being touched.
No, they do.
They do?
Really like
They're pretty much people in the ocean.
I don't like that in the past 10 years when we found out for the first time that dolphins are horny.
Yeah.
Now that's all anyone can ever talk about
It's true.
regarding dolphins.
It's
It's
true.
a real Pandora's box situation, the knowledge of dolphins being horny.
Yeah, it sucks. I just want them to be.
I didn't jack one off, just to be clear. I just touched it on the back like as an attraction at the fancy resort or whatever.
Sure.
But they feel like a hard rubber almost.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
It's like you feel them and you're like, God, I wish this was my skin.
I think I've touched a stingray. That's pretty similar, right?
Stingrays rock.
Yeah, you like stingrays?
Yeah, I've touched a stingray.
They feel like how gummy frogs taste.
Gummy frogs?
Yeah, you know, like the chewy, like that. They're like gummy bears,
Thick.
but really big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're worth differentiating the frog from the bear because it's a much thicker gummy.
I don't think I've had it. I've had gummy fish. I've had gummy bears.
I can't wait for you to try gummies in your 30s. You're gonna love them. We have so many new candies to explore for you.
Do they make anything out of stingrays?
I don't think so.
They make something out of every animal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
Eating food, purses.
Stingray soup or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure they make like food out of them, but like I think like those like large aquatic animals are just such a pain to get a lot of that it's like it's impractical to make Skittles out of these when we have horses. You know
That's
what
true.
I mean?
We got plenty of horses.
Crazy horses are Skittles.
I guess some people
People are eating them. Trump was right.
Trump was right?
They're eating my
Just in
pet
general?
Oh,
stingray.
He did
It's like
say
they're
that.
eating animals. He was for PETA now.
He's talking about cows.
Yeah. Have you heard about this?
My impression, new character, guy who kind of hears news stories.
This is actually a big SNL, a long-running character.
It's right about those fucking stingrays. Yeah, I mean, I bet they're probably good to eat.
Fake scallops.
It's pretty much anything is good to eat. I bet people taste good as hell.
This is according to a Quora post, so we're allowed to read it. Are fake scallops made from stingrays?
Let's go.
And people are saying no.
No. What do you mean no?
If you eat fake scallops,
Fake
they're not made out
scallops.
of stingrays, which makes sense because I feel like that would be harder to do, right?
You got to pay
Yeah.
extra for
I
that.
feel like to eat a stingray sounds way more difficult.
Seems
To
way.
catch a stingray.
Yeah. They killed Steve Irwin.
They did kill, but I forgive them for that. I totally get why he was so surprised because they are some congenial motherfuckers.
They stung him.
They flop around in the ocean. They have a good time. You would not expect one to betray you through the heart like that.
They stung the man.
You got to imagine as he was dying, he was like, oh, of course, Of course, this is how my legacy ends.
Oh, this guy says if you see scallops that they all look identical, it's because they are stingrays and that they're using a cookie cutter, which is very funny.
I don't think that's funny per se.
I think it is funny. I think it's very funny to imagine getting a bunch of perfectly circular scallops and they're all just stingray. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I guess it's funny like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is funny.
It's not funny, haha.
Fair enough.
Well, no matter what we think of it, it certainly is one of the ways of the world, which brings us to our theme this week.
Okay, yeah. What is it?
Which I believe is Matters of the World.
Honey.
That's great. We're going to tackle issues both domestic and international today, and it's going to enlighten us and challenge the viewer. If you're at home and you wouldn't like to be challenged, turn this off now.
Just tell people to stop listening.
I dare you. Go ahead. I'll wait.
What is the space of the week, Alex?
Oh,
Supreme
let's get
Court judgment.
Let's go ahead and get that.
I think that might be an Alex typo.
Space of the week. That's great.
Okay, so this is Supreme Court judgment.
Right. Now, we're all familiar with the Supreme Court, the highest court in the land. This asks the question, what if instead it was a space on Quora?
A dedicated space where you can find landmark judgments of SC.
Oh,
Supreme Court.
that's
Yeah.
interesting because the questions I have found on here are not landmark judgments of SC. They're really just questions random people are asking on there.
Sure.
What's this one I submitted the link to?
It doesn't load for some reason because this website.
Click see parent question.
Where do you see that? Yes. See parent question.
yeah.
Why? What do I do for some illegal gold?
Now, we all remember when the Supreme Court covered this. They decided illegal gold was illegal.
Fool's gold, they call it. That's
You can't remember the name for fool's gold,
scallops.
it's not worth anything. It's pretty much it's fucking illegal, pretty much. The kids have it. So for some illegal gold, one thing you could do is steal the bars from a bank.
Sure.
I actually don't know a second thing you could do.
You get illegal gold.
How do I get illegal gold? You got to find a criminal.
Yeah.
Befriend a criminal.
First step, break the law.
That's true of most illegal things. Is you
Yes.
need somebody.
Just find a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of criminal.
I would know. I've spent a lot of time on the Supreme Court subreddit.
Maybe it's subquora.
Subquora, excuse me. All right. Do we have any good answers on here?
It is crucial to emphasize that engaging in any activity related to illegal gold is not only unethical, but also illegal. Individuals must always ensure that their transactions and investments are in compliance with laws and regulations to avoid severe legal consequences. Do you think this guy's AI? He sounds like AI to me.
Yeah.
He's explaining laws.
Yeah, he said to work with illegal gold is illegal.
Purushottam Kumar?
Yeah, that's the guy.
I think
the one.
he's
His
just.
phone number's on here.
I have never seen that before. That's awesome.
No way he's AI. He's got phone number.
They don't even have a slot for that on where you went to college or anything. He manually typed that in. He was like, "Call me, bitch. I'll tell you about laws."
I don't know what time it is in India, but
Should
I
we
am
call him?
very tempted
Should
to
we
call him.
Now my phone is recording the show,
Is that true? Oh, right.
making
that's
me
true.
safe from having to call this man.
I can't. I don't want
Is
to
it
be
enough?
part of
Is
this.
it too many numbers?
It's not. Well, it's in India, so it's like a different.
Yeah,
I
okay,
think
we
instead
won't
of
call
the
it.
1 at the front of
Yes,
the phone
yes,
number, they
it's
have an 8.
8. Okay,
Really?
we won't call it. Yeah, 1 is the United States. It's all that's the
Maybe
country
at the
code.
end.
The way you remember is that the United States is number 1.
Yeah, so that's the sort of device
If you ever forget,
that you could use. to remember.
Oh.
you liberal turncoat.
Today I learned.
Who's got his own little blog on here?
Yeah, dude. So not only is he a member of the Supreme Court, he's also in the Indian Economic Institute. This guy's the man.
Good for him.
I have his phone number. I'm his best friend. Scroll to the top
Okay.
of this very page. Now, there is an answer by Ravi here that really condenses the matter into a digestible format, which is illegally sell a small part regularly and enjoy every part of it. Morally, return it to the desired ones to whom it belongs to. And that's the deal with illegal gold. That's the one answer that didn't need improvement.
That's the
to
gold
Quora.
standard I want to go back to. So when people morally return it to the desired ones.
Would
to
you
who it
return it
belongs.
to your desired one? It's a very like rock and roll lyric way of addressing the question. Okay, what else do we have on Supreme Court?
You put another question here.
Yeah, I've been trying to submit examples because it's kind of dangerous just waiting around.
This one is, if I want to change laws regarding women, then how can I do this? Is there any roadmap for this?
Now, the Supreme Court talks about this one a lot.
This is actually a big Supreme Court issue.
Yeah.
This one's somewhat Supreme Court coded. Now, do we have any answers by 100 Indian guys?
No, we do not.
Oh wait, this is not American Supreme Court.
Oh.
Is it not? You think it's Indian Supreme
He's
Court?
saying Parliament.
Yeah, all right, so the first answer is by Anil, and he's talking about bloody parliament and
Anil,
MPs.
Ravi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. If we got to go back to the front of the space and see if it clarifies any specific state to which this is attached, because it might just be I think what I like about this space is it's just like a Supreme Court vibe. It's like the final judgment on any question.
All right. Well, the guy who's the admin of the page lives in India,
Yeah.
and actually every single person who runs this page lives in India.
So maybe
So this is
I'm
the India, and then
asshole,
there's a
actually.
picture of a building. And that does not look like our White House.
Jeremy, great call. I'm looking right at it, and this is not a building I'm familiar
Something's
with.
fishy here.
What are you Googling right now? So we're Googling Indian Supreme Court building, and it
And
is
guess
a picture
what?
That's
from
what
the
it
thing.
is.
So that's my bad. We're just learning about the world a little bit.
And I thought you were really deep in the blowhole of Quora, really paying attention to what you were doing now, as opposed to just willy-nilly.
Sometimes you're too close to the blowhole, you can't see the trees.
You were in an Indian tank this whole time.
Well, I want to see how to change women law.
Yeah, figure out how to make women work for you.
How do I get wife to stop being bitch?
That is a Supreme Court issue.
Okay. Anil says, you may request an MP who is powerful. He may coax other MPs. They may add it on a party's agenda. So this is just the textbook stuff. Tell your party to fix women. Else continue on a party bill or a private bill who come up in the parliament. Hopefully the bill will be converted into an act and then law. Check
there's a whole
out
picture.
Schoolhouse Rock. Check out Indian Schoolhouse Rock.
That's basically it. I'm just a bill.
I really want to see who asked this question. Oh, her name is Divya. So it's written by a woman.
Okay.
Search me on Google. I'll be there in the next 5 years as a history creator and records breaker.
All right, I'm going to interject on this. You do not need to be a records breaker to show up on Google. I have alerts set up for this. And it's usually I've been moved on to like a copy pasta website.
So
or a
that was her
tweet I
one
gave.
question. She has one other question, and it is, attention. Do you guys want to release your stress or anything that is bothering you? Then pen down your feelings on Quora. Hashtag bye stress.
Hashtag bye stress. Let's see the last Supreme Court question.
Okay. I think there's a few
I think
more.
I might have like a
There's
good
one.
one hidden in the weeds here.
Okay, this is the final Indian Supreme Court question, and I cannot read it.
You have to go to the original question. Yeah. Okay. So by the way, this is something this week. Quora changed its layout.
Oh.
It looks worse. And
It
I
looks
think
way
it's,
worse.
It really does.
It's made it harder to see what the questions are.
Okay, so I was able to find this one by going to the question log, but you can't click it. I think
Oh,
it's,
wait, that is the question. Servant caretaker of my neighbor's house harassing me.
Servant
Take it to the Supreme Court.
If Ruth Bader Ginsburg had stepped down on time, this wouldn't be an issue. Servant caretaker of my neighbor's house harassing me.
What do you think
Does
the
it-
Supreme Court would say about that?
Does it feel worse making fun of these knowing that they are not speaking English as their primary language?
Well, now that you bring it up.
That they speak English actually quite well, considering how we can't speak Indian at all.
when
Yeah.
I
Any
thought
of the Indian languages.
When we thought it was America.
this is the American Supreme Court sub-quora, it was very fun for me. And now I'm somewhat of a jerk, but that's fine.
It's always funny when you make fun of someone who's got like broken English, and then you realize like, oh, they actually know so much more about our country
yeah,
than I
and
know.
the world
Yeah.
and how to do stuff.
You know, I'll say this, a lot of people in India do speak English as their first language.
Yeah, is that
How do you
true?
know that?
I've been to India.
Is their first?
Boom! Godzilla saying boom. It's too long. We're not doing the whole thing.
Did they speak English? They speak English as their first language there?
Some people.
Well,
Not
they taught it
everybody.
in school.
Sure, but wouldn't it be a second language?
They were an
still? I
English
guess that's
colony
true,
for
they were.
like 200 years.
That's too bad.
Anyway, yeah, you're
That
right.
damn empire.
It is
They
wrong
messed
to
everything
abuse them for spelling harassing out loud on the
No, I'm
Supreme
with
Court
you.
subreddit.
It makes me feel dumb because I don't know any other language.
I do think you should learn at least 10 other languages.
You don't know any other language?
Why don't you come back?
No.
Come back and learn.
What are you
something.
ethnically?
I'm a white person. I don't know.
You gotta
Okay, cool.
leave. You gotta leave him alone.
I'm like third generation New Yorker. I don't know.
What is your phenotype?
I feel like everyone I know who is an Ashkenazi Jew, when they do the like 23andMe, it just says 100% Jewish.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And it doesn't tell them anything.
Yeah,
So
it's
I've
also
never
not
done
by
it.
blood. It's just by looking at a picture at you.
Also,
I was going to say you look kind of, I don't know, something else.
Yeah.
Congrats.
um,
You look mixed, all mixed up.
do I?
No, because you're tan.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. I think I
Also,
just went to
America is the
beach.
great melting
Oh.
pot as well.
That's why.
Can I say that? Is that still a
Learn a different language.
I should.
Either way.
I took French in high school, but it didn't take.
Yeah, buddy. We could tell. Well, that's the space of the week this week. They lay down the law in India. And also, it is a matter of the world, so it still fits our theme.
Yeah,
true.
and if me asking ethnicities makes sense in this
Right.
particular moment.
We'll have an interstitial at the beginning of every show where we go over one race a week. That's for safety.
I also want to say about 23andMe, I'm never taking that because if I find out that like one of my uncles is a serial killer, like I'm not trying to out that guy.
That is
Yeah.
the
Do his
primary
thing.
use of the website, right? Is
I
to like
know.
track down serial killers.
As far as I know.
let live and love and let go.
Live and let serial kill.
Yeah.
I would like to find out if I'm like 0.8% Cherokee because I would really hold on to that.
Just really.
What is ptak?
I need anything going
means
on.
bird
That's
in
Polish.
Polish.
It's actually a very common name for bird. And we are Legion, actually. But I am mostly Irish, and then I'm a little Italian, and I got all kinds of white guys in me. But
I
what
can
if
see
I
that.
had a little bit of something else mixed in there? In a way
That'd be
that everyone
interesting.
thought was really cool. Maybe got me some fucking respect for once
That'd be so cool for
on
you.
my podcast that I slave over a list of. Well, it's time to get into the rest of the show.
Okay, let's do it.
These are matters of the world, and we're pulling no punches this week. Today on the Quiz Course.
Wow.
There are no sacred cows here where politics rules. This week's theme is matters of the world. What is our first question,
And
Jeremy?
again, if you guys can't handle that, then stop listening now.
I
Because
dare
this is
you.
where it's about to get so fucking real.
Go ahead. Try and turn it off. Try and not leave us a 5-star iTunes review
All right, all
with
the
a nice
babies
note
gone.
that I read.
Here's our first question. How do British people eat croissants?
Okay. I have some opinions on this.
Go off, Alex.
They're probably, I don't know if you've
Do it.
seen them, but they're always like, oh, having some, you know? And it gets caught in their gentle mustache. Oh, my.
They probably put like beans on it.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
put-
there was been beans.
Okay, so the British get a lot of flack on here. On
this
here, I
podcast?
mean my podcast, but I will say this: a full English is bloody mental in how much I love it.
It's so good, but then it's like, and then you look at older British people and
Yep.
you go, they've been eating beans and pork every
Yeah.
morning, and they look like it.
Yeah.
For 70 years, they've been eating, and then you go,
You think it's you are what you eat? Beans are like one of the best foods you can eat for your body.
is that true?
Yeah.
What if they're so sweet you have to cut it with soy
All
sauce or
beans,
something?
Claire. Every kind of bean is number one.
I love a full English.
Here's what. So people are divided into two categories as far as I'm concerned, and that's like the I skip breakfast crowd and the I eat 10 pounds of food the moment I wake up, and I am firmly in the second camp. And so I approve of the sheer size of a full English and how full it is.
I don't wake up on time to have breakfast. That's my problem.
Another kind.
Type 1.
Among us.
I just like that it's all brown. It's all plate of brown.
And when they're invading France for one of their many wars, I bet they do try the croissant. Would anybody else like to do an impression of a British person eating a croissant?
Oh, there's so many crumbs.
Thank you.
That's what it is.
Now
I'm a pirate.
this is all that I ask.
Oh.
Well played.
Oh, how do I eat this?
Oh, I love to eat this croissant.
This is a deleted scene in Pirates
Croissant.
of the Caribbean where Keira Knightley eats the croissant.
How do I eat this croissant?
They do hate the French though over there, so maybe it's like they're pissed about it. They're like, oh, this is so delicious.
Do they hate the French more than we hate the French?
Yes.
I think so. Well,
Because they're closer to.
Yeah, they had all those wars, and then
They
France
can't stop hating
gave us
them.
that beautiful lady statue that
Oh,
we
yeah.
have in our rivers.
They only gave us that because they know how much the English love ladies.
Wait, did they fight against each other?
All the time.
yeah, they had
forever
they had
and
the-
ever
Which war
and
was
ever.
that?
The 100 Years War.
Wow.
Sounds long,
and the
doesn't
30
it?
Years War.
And I haven't even heard of it.
They just kept
We had 130 years of war, and I'm like,
They killed Joan of Arc.
Yeah.
Poor Joan of Arc. Witch teen.
She
Teen
was a witch.
witch.
She is
She
a
was in a
teen
Teen
witch
Witch
with a
Coven.
bowl cut.
Yeah, they fucking burned her.
Wow.
I'm stupid.
I hate to give you a crash course on France like this. You gotta wake up. All right, we have an answer here.
Okay.
Oh, I guess this is technically a related question for originally answered how do the British eat crumpets,
That's
but I'll take it.
extremely different. No,
How is it different? Because it's a British croissant?
Yes, crumpets are.
It's pretty much it's a bread, motherfucker.
To me, the French aspect is key to this
All right,
question.
then you have to scroll down.
Can you Google crumpet?
Real quick,
Don't
Alex,
tell him to Google crumpet.
Can you Google crumpet?
is this not the most British name you've ever seen? Though?
This is an answer from
Joffrey
Jeffrey Thorndike.
Anglo spotted.
I mean,
It's an
Crumpet.
English muffin.
yeah, it is an English muffin. We
It's a-
we don't call them that
It's
here.
a bloody
Crumpet.
crumpet.
This is not a croissant at all, dude.
They're pretty much the same shit. It's like it's,
Not at all,
it's
dude.
flour breakfast. Whatever. It's all you have it with a coffee with your bloody tea, mate.
I'm looking up crumpet versus croissant.
It's a savory pancake. Don't you go on my Crunchyroll account right now?
Someone tweeted the battle of crumpets versus croissants. What do you think that means? Oh, it's just photos of them. Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Could we go back?
And then
to
the top
Quora?
comment is, I hate French people, but I hate English people more.
whoa.
I root for the croissant.
This is not canon. It is on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Please ignore the comment.
Okay.
All right, we're not reading.
There's
from
no
Jeffrey
answers on
Thorndike.
this, is there?
Could we please? Let's just read Jeffrey
Okay.
Thorndike. Let's just
Fine.
see what
Read
he thinks
Jeffrey.
about.
Tell us what Jeffrey
crumpets.
Thorndike says, and do it in the voice, Alex.
First, you need to light an open fire. Let it get hot with a bed of glowing coals and no smoke. Get a tray ready with crumpets,
It sucks.
butter, plates, and knives. Grab your toasting fork and impale a crumpet on it. Hold the crumpet near, but not too near the fire, so it toasts, but does not burn. Interjection from Alex. Now I'm not being Jeffrey Thorndike right now. I didn't realize people eat crumpets like the way you have like a s'more, like like you hold it out over a fire. That's fascinating to me.
I wonder if that's true. Or
I
if
don't
Jeffrey's
think. Yeah, maybe
fucking
they don't
with
have
us.
toasters or something.
They
God,
don't. They only have fires that they have
They
to
just have
tend in
open
the middle of the
fires?
night.
They don't have toasters in England?
No.
British
Did
people,
they?
sound off in the comments. Do you guys have toasters?
Do you know what toaster even is?
What's up? Sorry, do you want me to go back to this?
Well,
Place
I
crumpet
think
in
we're
mouth and
learning
eat.
a lot.
Do not worry about butter running down the chin. This is part of the enjoyment.
Ew.
This is part of the enjoyment. So I don't think this is written ironically. I think that, and this has 300 upvotes. I think this is how you eat a bloody crumpet.
Probably.
Please note a proper pat of butter. We scrolled
Mr.
down
G
past-
says, what Neanderthal doesn't use crumpet forks?
Oh, damn.
Why are they poking their breads with forks? This is why the empire fell.
I gotta say, I do not have a crumpet fork in me bloody house.
I'm trying to see if anybody answered not the crumpets one, and I really don't like that Quora was like, that's basically the same question.
It kind of is.
Okay, this guy.
Okay, here we go.
This guy answered the right one.
All right, so the R.E. Croissants, Philip Boucheret, Franco
Boucheret.
Spotted.
Philip
Boucheret.
It's Philip Boucheret, who's a Linux engineer.
Let me ask you this, Philip Boucheret. Where are you from? Tell me how a London fowl eats a croissant.
Storrington, West Sussex.
Oh, baby!
I went to Anglo Spotted.
Anyway, Philip says, 50 years or so ago, there was a woman up my street who used to enjoy a croissant or two for breakfast. I know because I was friends with her kids and I was around there a lot. She used to break off a bit, spread some butter on it, eat that, and then do the same again, etc. Personally, I find this to be a very good way of eating croissants. I have never considered putting jam on a croissant. I think someone mentioned it in one of the answers. Do people actually do that?
I mean, it's good.
I think that's good.
That's the thing is like you can put you can like load up a normal muffin with butter. It's extraneous because it's already a big pile of sweets already. But you can if you decide to go off on these yummy breads, you can really make a breakfast to post about.
Wow, that's beautiful.
You know what I like? Croissant when they make sandwiches with croissants.
Oh yeah,
those are
Dunkin'
good.
Donuts.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We're specifically talking about Dunkin' Donuts.
Croissant.
You got to really do it up over there. Oh, somebody said they shoved them up their arse. No, they don't.
Nice.
These Brits.
Yeah. Why don't you do the finger the weird way you do it?
Flip the peace sign, then.
All right, I don't want to get too stuck on this question.
These bloody Brits.
This is kind of a contentious question. I was surprised.
Let's move on.
Not even Sir Geoffrey Thorne.
Oh, these are all the political
calm
ones
down
I
this
found.
crowd.
This was, I was thinking, could be a future space of the week. But this is, I found a bunch of posts on the impeachment of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Great.
Wow, it's written like a history book.
Now, unfortunately, Quora is broken, so it's really fucking hard to read any of these questions.
I'm so scared of
That's
this website
so
going
crazy.
down. Okay, wait, it says it at the top.
What's up?
It says it in the URL. It says
Oh,
the question.
great. The question is,
The big question.
The big
is-
question is, what is Kamala identifying as these days?
Yeah, she's identifying as Madam President.
Hello.
These are a bunch of really crazy right-wing people on this sub-Quora, obviously.
Yeah, she's identifying as Madam
Queen
President.
of the Democratic Party.
Damn. Can you say that? Now, a lot of the comments are just being racist.
Racist.
They're being racist.
Yeah.
And the impeachment of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, of all places.
We might want to speed round these because they're mostly just insane people. Here's another one. Oh boy, I hate this fucking website so much.
This one is Jeremy's favorite, I believe.
It is? Oh, how does an unprincipled charlatan like Obama call Biden his, quote, brother after leading the mutiny to dethrone and steal his delegates mere weeks ago?
Okay, so this is a question of like how he does it.
I just like how like
I guess with-
writerly these people get where they're like you could tell they feel really good about it when they said that's charlatan. Obama.
How do you sit there and call this man brother?
Biden. Biden. I said Biden just being like, you used to be my brother, man. How do you do this to me?
Joe Rocco Biden.
You took all my delegates.
I used to call you old brother, Rocco brother.
Just as bad as the people who are writing those questions are the people, the vote blue no matter who.
Yes.
In the comments, having to respond every.
Yeah, like why are you in
Negative thing.
here?
It's
Why
a
are you
war.
fighting
Why are you
with
in
these
here?
people?
It's a bloody war.
This is Amy Wynn, vote blue. She says, unprincipled charlatan? What the fuck? We got another butthurt MAGA crybaby all upset about Biden stepping down. And
Say
Kamala
butthurt
stepping
is
up.
not politically correct at this moment in time.
I'm very into responding to any of these questions with "What the fuck?"
What the fuck?
She continues.
Did you just say to me?
She does kind of she makes an interesting argument here. She says, "Here's your problem, you dumb as rock cult member, you knuckle dragging, needle dick, frog fucking trailer trash, hillbilly dingbat MAGA. Just refuse to stop criticizing Biden.
Flawless victory.
For being too slow, too soft, and too old." Damn.
Blood has been spilt on this Quora.
A lot of upvotes.
She's quite upset.
She got 700 upvotes. That's double
She's
some
kind
the
of
other
like
numbers we're seeing.
the English, whereas the other people are kind of like the French. And these people are locked in 100 years
It's a
of
bloody war.
It's so sad to see it.
Now, she specializes in dementia care, which is why she might feel so protective of Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, that
because
makes sense.
She has to protect him.
She has 15,000.
She does have,
followers.
15,000 followers and 40,000 answers on Quora.
It's worth remembering too. 15,000 Quora followers is like 1 million TikTok followers. It's
Basically.
a good inflationary number.
Should I follow her? Amy Wynn?
No, do not follow Amy Wim.
No?
I don't want to see her ever again.
Wait. Look at this. Look at this answer to this question that she said 1 minute ago.
This is 1 minute ago.
Someone asked, "I'm seeking financial help for me and my children's basic needs until state assistance I've applied for gets a decision. What should I do?" This is not very vote blue. The
No.
answer is, you should get a job and file for child support from the father.
Unfortunately.
Flawless victory.
Should
It
we
is a
like...
flawless victory?
Should
for
we?
her.
So she posted 1 minute ago, 4 minutes ago, 6 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago. Should we like try to ask her something and see if she responds by the end of this episode? Because she might.
If you challenge Amy Wynn, we may be destroyed. I have to say, Jeremy, last episode you called somebody an asshole and then our comment got deleted. And
Really?
I'm worried Alberto
comment was
Mysterio won't
deleted.
be destroyed.
I'm gonna say Amy.
You can ask her directly?
Who should I vote for?
All right, Jeremy is in the computer right now and he's typing to Amy.
I said, Amy, who should I vote for in this upcoming election?
Okay.
I'm adding comment, and I'm gonna check in at the end and see if she's like,
Now she'll
"You
see our
fucking
profile,
moron,
which is
you
a
dumb buffoon,
Dumb bitch.
you Mysterio piece of shit."
Stupid fucky.
if you're not on the YouTube, our profile is a picture of Mysterio from Spider-Man, and she may speak to us as if we are Mysterio.
Our
from
Mysterio,
Spider-Man, who is
you keep tricking that child.
a lamentable figure and a villain.
Shit.
I guess I should learn who that is since I'm on this podcast.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
You know, there's new Venom coming out.
Venom 3.
Venom.
There's a horse Venom in this one.
Ray, there's a new rap for it. I need there to be an Eminem rap for it. There wasn't for the second one, though, so I don't hold up my hope there.
Venom's back.
You got a horse.
Oh, man.
Sheesh.
Should I read another one of these impeach Joe Biden
I
ones?
guess.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
All right.
This person says, if cackling Kamala Harris wins the presidency in a few months' time, will the farmyard hen replace the bald eagle as the emblem of the United States of America? I like this one because it's somebody who really cares about the design aspect.
This is my favorite one
Why farmyard hen?
because it's a woman. Next question.
Is that what
The hen is a woman.
How do you
Women
know?
are hen.
Do we know that the bald eagle is a boy?
Yeah, it's a big man's
All
eagle.
bald eagle
bald.
boy because he's bald.
He's bald. You won't lose your hair with high testosterone. You would know, Jeremy. You're a regular powder
Because
keg.
of my testosterone. That's what it is.
Well, if you got your
Because I'm so
23 and me, you'd figure out
I
what's
know.
going on.
I know.
You've got so much rage in you. You don't know how to read the Quora.
Wow, here someone else saying butthurt.
Oh, wait. Good.
Butthurt is back.
I know. And
Butthurt
that's-
is back.
When we say someone, we do mean Sterling Archer.
Wait, are we not following Sterling Archer? We've seen him a lot on Quora.
There's probably more than one.
Oh, that's a good point. There's
But I
probably-
followed him. We'll follow
I
every
feel
Sterling
like it may be
Archer.
the same one though, because he's a lawyer as well as being Sterling Archer. I thought we already followed that.
I
guy.
don't know. Maybe he soft blocked us.
All right, can I say
Also, what is
I don't-
maggot? I feel
Like a maggot.
maggot?
Oh, because we keep seeing that.
it's
Maggot.
close to another word
Maggot.
they want to use but
Maggot.
cannot use.
Maggot.
I have to read this comment on the top by Sherry Jones, and this is a thunderous clapback to the question about the bald eagle v. farmyard hen house. And Sherry says, a hen is better than an orange criminal shit bird.
I love that they're just like getting into it in here. Sorry, hit the flawless victory.
Flawless victory.
Another one, that's a triple KO.
All right, well read this one from Gary, Alex.
Okay, Gary, who chimes in here, says, our once great country will be no more if she wins, and the eagle will be replaced by a fuck-owie bird.
What is a fuck-owie bird?
Okay.
Where would the owie,
Bird check, hot shot.
owie, fuck?
Is this a play on other kinds of birds I should know?
That's what I'm thinking. Where?
Fuck-owie. Should I look it up?
I guess.
Fuckawee?
Yeah, maybe it's fuckawee.
Oh, fuck-owie.
Whoa. Okay, so there's Google says FAKAWI is a kind of bird
Fuck-owie.
in Thailand.
Oh, it's a pretty bird. I would be so down for this to
Look
be.
at that beautiful bird.
I would love for
the logo.
First of all, the eagle is already like 10 countries' birds. Nazi Germany had the
boring.
eagle.
This is the
Napoleon had the
secretary
eagle.
bird.
Why don't we have a Fakawi for once?
Look at how cool that bird is.
This is a secretary bird. I don't know if it's the same one, but it looks cool as fuck.
I hate to be very American right now, but I feel like we should low-key be the turkey that's kind of our big bird.
That's our big bird.
Yeah.
They're
I
all
think
over
that's
the
true.
place.
Yeah.
I know this is very Massachusetts coded of me to say, but
Wasn't
I'm
that
all
the
in on
original?
turkey.
Wasn't that like the original pitch for the logo? Am I crazy?
Turkey?
No.
The
maybe
turkey
not.
threw the first pitch on the American ball game? That what you're saying?
Original big bird.
Yeah, how do you
I
find
don't know
out the
how to
answer?
Google this.
Jeremy's Googling original bird.
I don't know. Eagle versus turkey. America's first bird controversy.
There we go.
Oh, well, I'm on Team Turkey.
Yeah,
First of
me
all,
too.
Americans love killing bald eagles because they live in very specific
Yes.
places, and we're always like turning them into powder. So
Yeah.
I think the turkey makes more sense. Turkeys are cool,
Turkey.
streetwise birds
They
who
gobble.
can hang out on the damn ground.
They're not as weak as the bald eagle. They
Yeah.
they ain't going extinct.
Yep,
Yeah.
they eat on the street. They're like cockroaches.
I kind of think it should be the farmyard hen.
Feminine traits. Feminine traits.
Okay, let's read the last one on here and move out of this fucking Quora space.
You know how I know you're.
Oh no, this is out. That was the last one.
Wait.
There's just one more here, but it's not from impeached Biden Harris or whatever.
Okay, so this is just a general political question.
Okay.
About America. This is still a matter of the world. America's in the world.
Are gay men such as Buttigieg viciously attacking JD Vance because they are jealous that Vance successfully beat homosexuality and went on to have a normal career and family, exposing their agenda?
He beat the charges.
Was JD Vance like, did he go to
Is he
conversion
bi
therapy?
or something?
I didn't read Hillbilly Elegy. I didn't know there was a part of like, and I was gay, but I beat it. I had a really cute roommate, and we kissed once, and then I burnt him alive.
I think maybe there must have been one of those stories where it was like, and then me and my neighbor looked at each other's penises.
And I was
You know
like,
how
no
boys do.
thanks.
Yeah, I don't know. But I feel like all you guys always do something.
It's true. That is true. I had a boyfriend as a child. We've talked about this.
Yeah, everybody's got. Just look up Google JD Vance gay question mark.
I'm sure I'll find all sorts of gray stuff.
I do like
Defeated.
calling Buttigieg in on this and being like, "Are you jealous that Jeremy beat his gay urges?"
He just wishes he could beat
How
his
JD
urge.
Vance went from thinking he was gay and changing his name twice to becoming an anti-LGBT.
So this is a real
Okay.
thing. This isn't just
He beat it.
He beat the charges.
He in his book he contains an anecdote about his childhood belief that he was gay. He's like Macklemore.
Yeah, he's pretty much.
He's
Malcolm Moore.
basically Macklemore.
I thought this was maybe just a comment on his chin or something.
He was influenced by a preacher's condemnation of homosexuality. He feared he was destined for hell because he disliked girls and cherished his friendship with another boy. So okay, great. He was convinced by a priest.
Cool.
Oh, that he wasn't gay.
Yeah, because they said he'd go to hell. He'd be punished.
Yeah.
And now he's a cool guy.
I bet Pete Buttigieg, current Secretary of Transportation, is very jealous of that.
Oy vey.
What a cool guy. I cannot believe he got the VP slot. He's such a lunatic.
Whatever. This is literally just Macklemore. He's just Macklemore.
Okay, let's read it.
This is from his book. I'll never forget the time I convinced myself that I was gay. I was 8 or 9, maybe younger. I stumbled upon a podcast by some fire and brimstone preacher. The man spoke about the evils of homosexuals, how they infiltrated our society, how they were destined for hell, absent of some serious repenting. At the time, the only thing I knew about gay men were that they preferred men to women. This described me perfectly. I disliked girls, and my best friend in the world was my buddy Bill. Oh no, I'm going to hell.
So I want to put like a beat over that, but I feel like it's too much work. It's probably just not worth the effort of putting a beat over it.
It's very funny though to be like, at the time all I knew about gay guys was they liked men. I didn't know they were going to hell.
No, that's a big difference, isn't it?
It really is. I had a roommate in college who told me, he was very religious and told me that he thought I was going to go to hell. Just very seriously. He's like, oh yeah, my belief is that you will burn for eternity.
Because you're Jewish?
Because I was an atheist, I guess. I don't know. Not Christian.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of think he's going to hell too.
Alex does think this.
Yeah.
He's talking about me.
You know what it was? It's because I killed that small child.
The main thing about hell is I cannot be poked by a pitchfork. It seems so unpleasant.
What about a crumpet fork?
Much smaller. It's all right. I get a little poked by a crumpet fork. I mean, if it's hell, if it's like for all eternity.
It does look like a little pitchfork.
Jamie, pull up crumpet fork.
That looks really good. I
Looks
like that.
Poseidon's trident there.
Yeah, but it's really tiny.
That's something I would put in like a fish tank to be like, oh, Poseidon was in a fish tank.
But you have to worry about your fish accidentally like getting themselves
Getting
stabbed on
impaled.
it. Yeah. Fish are really fucking stupid.
How are the birds over in New York? They're dipping their crumpet fork in a fish tank.
I had fish growing up, and one of them died eating another fish. Choked on it to death.
R.I.P.
Choked on it.
Choked on that fish.
Choke on that fish.
Let's move on to the fucking quote, Kurt. On that note, I'm going to check in and see if Amy has responded to us yet.
God, it must be really easy caring for people with Alzheimer's. You got all this free time.
Yeah, I guess she's just like blasting Quora.
8 minutes ago.
She's definitely still talking, but she's not answering us.
Wow,
She's
you inspired her to log off.
She's got a one-track mind.
She could tell we were a podcast immediately.
No, she posted after we did that. She just didn't.
Every 3 minutes.
Yeah. Amy.
She's answering a question.
She read the question, was like, that's just Jeremy, ignore him.
Hello.
He's going to hell. Okay, time for the Quoker. What's going on in the world of lonely men? And how does it affect the world?
Which is superior, Spartan rage or Viking / Berserker rage?
Now, I know
is
Claire
this?
is going to want to answer this one.
What is this?
So men have many different kinds of rage, and it's mostly based on how much testosterone they have and how bald they are.
Oh.
So maybe Jeremy could speak to this, but I
For me,
believe
it's all about Berserker rage.
many of the Spartans are more bald than Vikings.
Because you can go berserk.
Right.
What is Berserker?
I'm glad you asked. That is one of the answers on this Quora. But it's if you drink many a wine and you have mushrooms and stuff, so you get like really you have that friend who is like, if I was fucked up, bro, I could fucking win any fight in the world.
Yeah.
That's like a berserker.
Is that true?
Essentially.
Is that what it is?
You get absolutely loaded, and then you go onto the battlefield and you try to meet your beautiful death. And the idea is you're numb to
video
pain.
game only RPG? Are we talking only RPG, or are we talking in the real world?
This is real life.
I think this person might be talking about video games, but Alex is talking about real life.
Okay, great.
The tip off in this question is Spartan rage is a meter that fills up in God of War.
Okay. So this
Okay.
is specifically about video games.
But
we are
Viking
pretending.
berserkers are guys who get drunk and then try to die.
The Vikings were real. The Spartans were real. Berserkers were not real.
Berserkers are real.
Berserkers are just...
I feel like
Berserkers
no
are
one
just-
is listening to me.
I just mean they weren't like a group historically.
Jeremy
There's
thinks
not
they're
from the
too
Berserk
cool.
region of Europe.
What a twisted region of Europe that is, I gotta say. I will not be visiting that region.
They discovered America, you know,
That's
but they
true.
were too berserk to stay.
All those big monsters are there.
This is Claire answering this. It says, "Are these from a video game? I don't know of any historical records of this."
Spartans were known for being laconic and stoic, and so if also cruel and unable to sustain a society. Sorry,
Yeah.
Spartans.
Berserkers were just the good soldiers who got to wear bear skins to advertise how good they were.
I would love to wear a bear skin. Now, I wouldn't in this modern age, as it is unfair and cruel to the bear to snipe its head off with a freaking sniper rifle from 1,000 meters away and then wear it. But if it's acquired in raw, pitched combat, I would wear such a skin.
I think you should wear a bear skin on the podcast.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's also
the
so
winter months.
fucking hot all the time. Like in New York, it's now like 60 degrees all winter.
Yeah.
The world is broken.
I wanted to find. I still can't find the fucking. They made it so much harder.
I don't know what you're looking for.
The question asker, but they've made it. This guy's name is Zach Cabia.
Zacabia, the darkness and the light.
He knows about world of. He knows about Superman and television series.
Must
and music.
be nice.
Who is
family.
Satan in the flesh is a question he's answering.
He says, "Me when I'm in your mom's pussy." Ha 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 ha. LOL.
Oh, no.
No, but seriously, I think it's Joe Biden.
Damn. This guy rocks.
That's so funny.
He's using his Spartan rage to defeat Quora users.
That's such a funny answer to that.
In all seriousness, it is.
It is
It's Joe and
Biden.
Hunter Biden, and they need to be put in jail.
And then he's answered like 1,000 questions about Homelander from The Boys.
That's cool. I've never seen it.
Never seen it.
He's like, what if Superman was bad?
I'm only checking out a show called The Girls.
Ooh, that
Hey,
was
girls.
on HBO.
Yes.
That did exist.
It did?
Yeah, HBO? Yeah, the girls?
What's it about?
Weena Dunham?
That's not The Girls, Jeremy.
Oh, sorry.
It's like when
I call it The Girls.
This is like when your mom calls it Pokemon or whatever.
Are you talking to the girls again?
You know nothing of the Girls canon and lore.
There are several famous people that my mom... Oh, my cat's knocking over the camera stuff. My mom will refer to several famous people as my friend just because I liked them in high school.
That's
Be like, what's your friend Bradley up to? She's like,
this
I just liked The Hangover.
This is how she refers to Zoja Mammoth, you're saying?
Yes, yeah, that's the one. All right, well, that's enough of this guy.
I'm kind of thinking about girls now. I got girls on the mind.
Let's do another question. This is an advanced street survival.
All right. I think this is a world question as well.
Yeah, I think so. The question is, let me get to the question log here. Which one is going to win in a fight? A group of 40 to 50-year-old man or Indonesian senior high schoolers? Hold on. What is
So you got a bunch of old boys.
shit.
You got a bunch of old boys in the street. Boys have been old heads. The guys have been around the block once or twice, Jack.
If these are old Indonesian
Right.
people,
We want to put them on an equal racial foothold.
But is it a group of 40 to 50-year-old men, or is that how old the men are?
This is pretty much like the modern age of the average age of a man in the Ukrainian army right now, or a bunch of Indonesian senior high schoolers. And they have the fresh bones. They have the energy. They wake up, they eat a full English. They get out on their day, they do their studies. These are strapping young Macs. But the question here is where does experience kick in?
How many men is it, though?
yeah.
That's my question.
I-
Is it a group of man?
Okay, the question is, which is going to win in a fight? A group of 40 to 50-year-old men or Indonesian high school seniors? I think we have to assume group is just like a gang of both.
How do you know it's not a group of 40 50-year-old men?
Because there's a hyphen between 40 and 50. I understand it's confusing both ways. I'm assuming these are equal-sized groups.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 10. 10 versus 10.
It's a 10 on 10.
10 Indonesian senior high schoolers.
okay.
10
40 to
50-year-old men of unidentifiable.
Not from Indonesia.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Yeah. They
Maybe.
could be from anywhere in the world. I think that that's like football rules. And
Okay.
at that point, so when you
Tell
have
me about this football. Tell me about these rules in football, Alex.
well, it's 10 on 10, isn't it? Is it not?
I don't know.
None of
just
you
always-
know any fucking sports either. Don't pull this on me. You don't know either.
Going
10?
for the extra point.
Yeah, how many people are on the field at a time in football?
It just seems like a lot.
I couldn't
All the
tell
It
you.
is a lot.
I couldn't tell
It's
you.
like 20.
This is something we could Google.
I refuse to Google this.
I feel like it's 10.
There's no way to know.
I don't know. Anyway, so the
Linebacker.
we start counting.
I'm sorry I brought up football. Also, who's ready for some? It's the freaking
It's
fall,
football
my
season,
dudes.
folks.
Ew.
In a group setting, I think the younger people win. I think if it's a skilled older man versus a unskilled younger man, that the older man can win. But in a 10-on-10 brawl, you got to go with the people whose bones are sturdier.
I'm going with the old men.
Yeah.
Why? Because
They're bigger and they're more experienced.
Why are they bigger? They're not. These are senior high schoolers.
Senior high schoolers
They're done
are
growing.
tiny, small.
Tiny, small. Not even that strong if you think about it.
You
They
guys
don't
are
know the
making me
ways of the
so
world
mad.
yet.
Yeah.
That's not what it's like.
I feel like Alex was in this fight in high school. And it's like, no, we won.
You have to respect our accomplishments. Okay, let's read the answers though, because they do get
Okay,
into
Jack says it all depends on the individuals. People often wrongfully assume older guys will get wasted by young ones, and it's fully possible depending on the individual. But don't count out that, quote, old man strength.
it. It's made up.
He may not have the speed he once did, but he may have the experience. So many intangibles.
So many.
And he's got a lot of phone numbers, lawyers' phone numbers.
I guess it win the legal battle.
They
at
win
the
the
end of
legal
day.
battle.
Yeah, they're not going to jail at the end of it.
He says there are plenty of young guys that can fight really well, but at the same time, many older guys that will clean your clock quicker than you can scream uncle.
Okay.
Clean your clock quicker than you.
Clean your clock sounds like a sexual thing to me.
Everyone rocks here. I'm 61, and no way in hell is an Indonesian high schooler going to whip me.
And then the guy who asked the question says, LOL, God bless you, Jerry. I believe it.
Keep rocking up. This is such a feel-good question.
Sometimes them young guys end up finding out the hard way. They poked a bear and not the cuddly kind.
I did see a video on Twitter last week of an old man beating up his son, but that was one-on-one. This is what I'm saying. I think in a group setting, it's probably a wash because a lot of old guys get out of shape.
The guy who asked the question, Jack, also goes on to say, actually, I seen this myself a couple months ago. Funny and almost sad at the same time.
I was just in Indonesia. Things are getting out of control over there.
Where is he from? Do we know? No, he doesn't say where he's from, but he is the junior assistant to the assistant of Burger Chef.
Very prestigious.
He knows about Batcave.
Good for you, man.
He's so cool. I'm going to follow this guy.
This is Jack Womack.
Yeah, Jack.
He
I
likes
feel-
fighting.
He does like fighting.
Yeah, we're on the fighting Quora right now.
Right,
We're on
street
survival. All
or
right, scroll down.
whatever.
See if there are any more answers.
Oh, no, Jack is the one who said it depends on the individuals. Although maybe he also asked the question. I don't fucking know.
I think if it's groups, the whole point is it's not individuals.
I couldn't tell you.
Read a book.
Age, deceit, and experience trumps youth cardio and exuberance.
So
And then this guy
everyone on this website is all in the tank for old people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder why.
Yeah, there's no children.
I wonder based on who is answering the question why they think old guys rock so
Because they're so
much.
good at deceiving.
I've spent 50 years practicing lies.
They're pretending to be weaker than you.
Damn.
Those are all the answers on it. There was one more, I think, that said like
As a
the
high
old guy
schooler
would
in
whip your
Indonesia.
ass or something.
As a high schooler in Indonesia, I resent this.
The last one is someone said them senior high school are gonna get their ass beaten.
Okay, and that guy lives in Jakarta, so he is the most on-the-ground reporter we have. This
Yeah.
is Elliot Batown.
He does actually answer mostly questions about Indonesia.
Cool.
So I mean, if you're gonna,
He would know. Maybe Indonesian high school seniors are actually notoriously pussies.
Someone asked to all dumb 13 to 17-year-olds in this internet, why are you all scared being adult? What is scary about it? It's not like you try to eat a cockroach. And he says, you are a pussy ass clown, idiot.
Damn, got him. Got their ass.
Killing spree.
Weird question. Weird
Elliot
answer.
Batown destroyed you.
You got him.
Oh, I've had these ones in the dock for a while. I'm excited to get to these.
Okay, this is Quinceltown. These are our celebrity questions.
Hollywood,
Around the world.
the land of gold.
Illegal gold. That was this week, I think. Russell Crowe is 7/64, 10.9% equals almost 1/8 Maori. Is it Maori? Is that right?
Maori.
Maori? That's the New Zealand indigenous people.
Yeah.
Why isn't he regarded as an actor of color when Meghan Markle, who is 3/8 black, is?
Math question.
This is-
The reason is the additional
Ethnicity,
the
man.
additional 2/8. The additional 2/8.
7/64.
And apparently he does, I guess.
I don't know.
I've learned a lot about Russell Crowe today.
I have no answer for this.
Well,
Someone
why-
says you realize 3/8 is bigger than 1/8, right?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Smart.
That's me for real.
Kiwis don't talk about color.
Oh.
That's a very American thing.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Denied.
Matters of the world.
They definitely don't talk about indigenous people in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Okay. Jeremy, stop scrolling. Okay, Meghan Markle is regarded as black because she plays the victim, says
What the
Hufflepuff.
fuck?
And this is a restaurant manager
And a Hufflepuff.
from 2007 to present.
It's very
Goblin
weird.
King.
Yeah, he's the Goblin King.
Wow.
Oh,
And then there's some more racist stuff after that. But the point is, this is your boss at the restaurant.
This guy loves the Hufflepuffs.
Would you believe they live in South Carolina?
This is a guy who loves Harry Potter. His Hufflepuff 23 has a Hufflepuff logo, a big Hufflepuff banner,
Wait,
knows about
Look
Half-Blood
at his
Prince,
spaces.
and then it's okay to be white.
He's in the space titled "It's Okay to Be White." He's a moderator.
He's also a moderator of Potterheads of all ages and men's issues.
So this guy's somewhat dark Hufflepuff coded.
Yeah.
You know, the Sorting Hat was really considering Slytherin. It's kind of a Hufflepuff joke.
But that's very strange. What a weird mix. Although maybe not,
Maybe not.
because that's kind of J.K. Rowling isn't like a racist, right?
That we know of.
Sure, that's fair.
That we know of.
Well, there's
She does the names.
isn't like the Goblin and Harry Potter sort of anti-Semitic coded.
Yeah,
I wonder if anybody has a long video that recently released about this.
I did do a bit about
Maybe they
this
can-
Oh, did you really?
recently, but yeah, it's true. They do look like that. It's crazy.
God damn it.
Yeah. I mean,
Everyone has a bit about this.
her thing is that she would be like, I need a Chinese character. How about Cho Chang?
Right.
She
Yeah.
And it's almost like, and this is not to defend it, but I do love the idea of like, I need 100 names by 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First thing that comes to my head on every race. Let's go.
What I like that she does about it is it's like it doesn't even appear in the book, but like she'll be like, people will be like, is there an Asian character? And she'll be like, Cho Chang is.
Yep.
Or what was the Jewish one? Where
She does lore building.
There's a Jewish one where I can't remember what it was, where she's just like, I don't know, it's freaking Jewy Pearlstein.
Yep.
There's a Jewish guy in it.
She did that one, and then she also made Dumbledore gay in a way
She did
that's
do that,
not
yeah.
really in
It's
the
not
book
really
at all, but
gay.
it's just like, trust me, I met him.
There was one where people
Gay
were
as
like,
hell.
did the Harry Potter characters go to the bathroom? She was like, nah, they shit on the floor and then they use a spell to make it disappear.
Yeah.
It's like, you didn't need to answer that.
Accio shit, they say. I didn't want to put that in the book. It's gross.
Yanking everyone's chain.
Anyway, here's my opinions on trans people.
Dark Hufflepuff.
Oh.
Anyway, so we're learning a little bit about Russell Crowe today.
All right, we have time for like one or two more at most.
Okay, I've had this one in the dock for maybe
Okay.
9 months. And the
What?
question is,
Why didn't Japanese people like Ed, Edd, and Eddy?
This is a great question
Yeah.
so
that I would love to know the answer to.
this is apparently based in like the real world, but
You
I
think
love
this is based, Alex? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I think Ed, Edd, and Eddy is
Why don't you go hang
show
out with the
that-
Hufflepuffs? Where you
it's a
belong.
show that could be enjoyed by anybody. Also, the AI is trying to answer.
The AI is like,
I
oh, there's
love
cultural.
that.
They maybe they don't like the because it's not anime, so that's different.
Real Triple E fans know that the reception was mixed in Japan, but I thought this was just like, what, you don't like Ed, Edd, and Eddy?
Is this a real thing that Japanese people didn't like Ed, Edd, and Eddy?
That's what they're
I've
saying.
never heard of this.
That's what they're
So
saying.
interesting.
All right, let's read the
Lily
comments
says it's
here.
because there's no authority figures in the show. That cannot be true.
An authority figure is a cultural ideal.
This is according to TV Tropes, the other website.
Do they like SpongeBob?
I don't know. If they don't like anything without authority figures, they're not going to like any
Scroll
American
down
cartoons.
to the
Sorry,
bottom
go.
half of our answer here. Okay, so they're explaining their reasoning. Mulan is popular in the USA but banned in China because Mulan herself looks too Western.
Whoa.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so there just like weren't enough Japanese people in it, I guess is what they're saying.
And then they said The Simpsons is popular in the U.S. but popularly hated in Japan because of Bart Simpson.
Yes, who is a menace?
Because he's such a bad boy?
He's a problem.
He is a real
and
problem.
the authority figures are not doing their job?
He has no respect for society. And then there's one comment from someone who's like, this is a little iffy.
And then so New Jedi Knight says, what about Superman and Star Wars in Japan?
No answer on that. We'll never know.
From 5 years ago.
We're never getting an answer on what about Star Wars in Japan.
I wrote good question.
Yeah, bump it. Let's get this trending. Okay.
Well, the Japanese do have a few channels for foreign cartoons and series. I believe the series never made it to Japan.
Maybe that's what it was.
I think that's right.
So it's beginning to make me think that no one actually has any idea why.
There's a Japanese person here who says, I've never heard of it, and I don't watch TV. So maybe that's why you don't like it.
Finally, I don't watch TV.
This is such a good website.
Someone else says there could be some Japanese peoples like Ed, Edd, and Eddy, which Ed, Edd, and Eddy deserve a Japanese dub like the Western cartoon have it.
They would have a different name, of course.
Maybe they don't have jawbreakers there.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, they used
jawbreakers.
to just have that big jawbreaker.
I'm sorry about the delay there. It took me a minute to remember there were jawbreakers.
That was the whole
And
idea, is that they're trying to get a jawbreaker every episode.
always
So
trying to
maybe
get
in Japan, they're like, I don't know what this is.
In Japan, it is often taboo to dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole. Ed, Edd, and Eddy references.
Plank.
Yeah, Plank.
What?
He's pretty good.
Remember Blank?
I like Plank.
Go ahead and slam that subscribe.
The animation style is different. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
The AI.
This is
has
the
a
AI.
long
Oh,
answer.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So the AI is like, because in Japan, they only like anime.
All right. The AI has a good question. Good point though, which is just that they have better cartoons in Japan.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you, in America, I was watching Ed, Edd, and Eddy and was like, they gotta make something.
Where's
better than this
Goku?
slop. Where is Goku? If they had Goku on at the same time as Ed, Edd, and Eddy, I would have never seen an episode.
What is the Dragon Ball if not a jawbreaker?
Take that out. It's so different than a Dragon Ball. It's not even
It's not even funny.
offensive that you would say that. You can't make a wish on a jawbreaker.
Do we want to do this final question, or do we want to?
Yeah, let's
Okay,
get one
this
more
is
in here.
religion. Oh, okay, great. What a great final question to have.
Thank you.
Forbidden fruit. Finally, we can discuss the real issues.
We're back on religion.
I hear that Israel is going to sacrifice a red heifer cow to bring down Jesus on earth. Is it true?
Word on the street is that
What is a red heifer cow?
heifer.
Heifer?
Is that how you spell heifer though?
I don't know.
Heifer.
What does
know.
that mean?
I love the like homespun wisdom of this. I heard a heifer cow's coming down, bringing Jesus back.
Is that how you say Is that how you spell heifer?
I got a heifer cow. It's coming up on Google.
The red heifer words religious and political. Red heifer.
Okay, so
Red heifer.
there are articles written about this. Apparently, this
Yeah,
isn't
this
just
is a
word
real
salad.
thing.
I thought this was just a funny sequence of words.
Kamala Harris needs to vow to not send the heifer cow to Israel with our
We cannot
tax dollars.
escalate with the heifer cow.
Heifer, Rocco's Modern Life.
Oh, yep.
Remember
Good
him?
point.
Is
Why
he a
wasn't
cow?
Rocco's Modern
He was
Life
yellow.
bigger in Israel?
It's too bad you guys don't ask questions anymore.
No,
We can still ask it though.
I'll allow it, but I would like to read some answers first.
What are we asking? What is the question?
Could we please read the answers on the heifer cow
yes,
question?
All right, fine.
Jeremy's silencing the heifer cow question.
A heifer cow? A female is a heifer until it gives birth to, or by most references, when she weans her first calf, but never a heifer and a cow at the same time.
It's actually a
Oh, gotcha question.
What
It's like a riddle.
pedantic answer to the one about like, will this cow bring upon Jesus?
Is Jesus waiting on a cow?
Wait a minute. This person said, no, your information is more scrambled than a plate of eggs. Is this one of our listeners?
Whoa, click on it. Is this not a... Wait, it follows Orson Scott Card. This is probably one of
No.
our listeners.
Orson Scott Card follows them.
Whoa! This
Those
is
are
a person
Texans.
organically using the Quorators password, which we no longer use to answer our questions,
That's crazy.
to knock down this red heifer cow answer.
That's wild.
more scrambled.
What are the odds?
Anyway, I think this will probably happen, right?
Andy Soffer
Whatever the
says
question
just
was.
wrong at every word.
Jesus on earth. Wait, why would Israel want to bring back Jesus?
Yeah, they don't like that guy.
But
at
they're
all.
upgrading him.
They want him to come back so he can say that he's pissed off about this whole Christianity thing, that he was just a Jew.
It would be
Yeah.
funny if he came back again supernaturally and was like, I am not related to God. I am
know
an
this
alien. Thank you for the cow.
And then he goes,
Okay, you can do your question now.
what was the question we wanted to ask? Something about heifer from Rocko's Modern
Oh.
Life.
Why isn't Rocko's Modern Life popular in Israel?
Put that in, and then we're only going to get really good answers about that. Answers that everyone loves.
Great.
Okay, great. That's typed
There
up.
we go.
That's going to be our show for this week. If you have to answer that, please use scrambled eggs. Thank you so much for listening to another week of Quorators. Quorators is available on patreon.com/Quorators. You can support the show for $5 a month. Wouldn't you like that? We go on other websites like Facebook and Reddit and all kinds of other things in WikiHow. And viewers like you keep us coming back every week. So that's it for us. Is there anything I'm forgetting?
No.
No, I've forgotten nothing again.
Perfect job.
Until next time, question everything.
Bye-bye.
Bye.